Okay, I'm gonna make sure it's recording this time before I... Alright, it's actually recording for once. Okay, so I'm gonna do this again. I've already done it once. This time I at least know what I'm doing fully. Still haven't fixed this. But, as I showed last time, I'm gonna simply just show you... I actually need to restart on that part because I need to show you actually how to get it open. Alright. First things first, whenever you get it finally open, first thing you need to check is to make sure you have your layers and your toolbox. This thing will actually be connected down here to the, but for some reason it came loose, so if that ever happens, just whatever. To open, get something like this up. I'm gonna open it, find it in here. This is my desktop, so if it's underneath something else, just find it. Whatever, that's your job. Open. Okay. So got it finally open. First rule of changing the color of something. The first thing you want to do, pick your color, whatever. Go to here and right click. You'll get a menu. You need to go to new layers. And the easiest way to help remember what you're doing with each layer, like let's say I wanted to make the layer for the eye, I want to change the color of just his eye. You hit eye, it doesn't know that you're going to change the eye, it doesn't select anything, whatever. Okay. And you want to change the size of your brush to the point where this is your magnifying glass, this is your paintbrush, your pencil, your eraser, and your blow brush. That's basically all you need to use. Anything else you can play with, but these are the 6 something tools that you're going to want to use. Anything else, I don't even know what I'm doing with. To zoom in, just put a box over it. Simple as that. Okay. Get a size that works. You want, what was that? Anyway, one that works for you, about size wise. The smaller the better, by the way, because if you make it too big, then you're gonna screw up like an idiot, trust me. You're gonna mark over something and then you have to spend more time actually erasing than you are just sitting here coloring and having fun with this, because this is just a simple one, but whenever you start getting to your big things where you're doing like any of them that you've seen me do, a full picture that's been completely colored, like the one that I did for me and Cindy, something like this eyeliner area that's it's not solid like the eye was, you're gonna want to use your the airbrush, because it's a little less. See, with it just on the edge of this black, you don't want it to just be a solid color. You want it to kind of, and see, the good thing about something like this, let your screw ups, if it's gonna happen, do it on the black, because the black doesn't really show up as much whenever you finally actually do the magic that comes from this little manipulation tool, program, whatever you want to call it. But simple as this, just color over it, whatever. And yes, I'm sloppy, but it's just a tutorial video, so get over it, don't make fun of me. Alright, anything that you want to change, see, that green was there. If you want to change, and the cool thing about this also is you can kind of add a little bit to it. You don't actually have to color in the lines, you can actually do what you feel like would look good in it. Alright, now that you've got it, to give you an idea, see, look, that's all that's there in this layer that's here. The original layer itself, and then what you actually put into it. That's the reason why you do the layers, and this is where the magic comes in. This is where you actually change the way that layer looks, and the best one for this one I think is going to be color hue. I used it last time. I used blue on the last one, so color probably you just keep, you'll sit here and do this for hours, trust me. Just clicking on each one of them, seeing which one will look the best. Even after you've got it, you'll end up going back and changing it too, trust me on that. I'll show you an example of one of the things too. You'll end up with something that looks stupid, like that. Just, I mean, if you want to use that, that looks kind of interesting. But trust me, something like this is just gonna be like, what the hell? So, find one that works. We'll go with that one for now. It might not be the best looking one, but we'll go there. Okay. Now, I've started, this is yellow. Go every way you want, but with my normal way of doing this, I always kind of try to make all the colors look the same, or close at least. The last one I used this stripe of hair, so I'll do that again. And like I said in the last one, if you see this dark strands of hair here that are like in the way of this, the lighter or the darker color, whichever one you choose, that'll change whether or not this strand of black hair will actually get changed or not. The darker it is, the better chance you have of it actually, you know, going over that color, or it'll blend into it and you really can't tell it's been changed, the black color itself. So whenever you do something like this, what you want to do is just go over it with the paintbrush, because the only time you ever want to use the airbrush is something really subtle like that. But if it's something, you know, you're just changing the complete color, then you want to do the paintbrush. So let's see, make it a little bit bigger. Like I said before, the closer the better, so we're gonna get that right here. I'll do. Okay. See how it's really light, but trust me, it's gonna come out a lot more yellow once we get this going. And see, if you do a big mother effing picture or whatever, I'm talking about, it has to be huge for you to actually get bored of this. You can take a couple days to do a picture. I've still got a couple pictures I haven't even finished yet because they're so brought out, just too much to actually deal with. But yes, I know it's probably sloppy, but like I said before, this is just a tutorial. Okay, see, now we have it over it. Got his hair. Another example. Alright. Which one did I use? I think I used hue. Yeah, there we go. See, look. It's completely yellow. It did not change the color of the black. You can see right here where it kind of added onto it, but it's to the point where, you know, you're back here, you don't even notice that. Simple as that. Now, something I showed in the last one. Let's say I wanted to change the overall color of this entire picture at once. See how everything is mostly just green and black? Well, alright. Simple as that. One of the ways that I've found that works the best, if you just want to do a full picture color change, and it's something simple like this that's just got to go in like 2 different colors, just take your brush and go all the way up. Oh, hang on. Go all the way up with it, and just... That is not what I wanted. Hang on. At least not the example that I wanted. Just, you know, background, whatever, overall, overlay, whatever. Okay. And just, boom. Then, go over to this, screen. I think the best one for this would be saturation. No. There we go, hue. See, look, perfect. And see, let's say I wanted to make keep his face the same color. This is the one that got me a lot when I first started. I want to erase something just from this layer itself. Just from this layer. Make sure you have the layer selected. This also works for if you want to change the color of a layer as well. You know, just add something to that layer. Then you can come in change the color of his strap as well. Change these. I'll go ahead and finish this just for the heck of it. Buttons. I'll use green and lighter green. Okay, let's see what that does. Burn. Let's just do color. There we go. Alright, and then come back in with this color. Oops. And fill it back in. Simple as that. Alright. Now let's see, anything else? And I'll give you another example of where it is. Let's say I was trying to delete the color of his eye, but I was on this one. You sit there and you'll try to, you'll be like, why is it not deleting the color? Make sure you are on eye. That's the whole point of this. It says eye. That way you know which one is which. Now I'm going to delete the color of his eye. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe I want to leave it as green with that yellow around it. Let's say you wanted to undo that. I clicked it too many times. By the way, the more clicks that you do, the more annoying this thing will become, trust me. Oops. Hang on. See, that window went away. The only way to get it back. Recently closed. Layers. There you go. Okay. I'll just put his eye back real quick, it doesn't matter. Whatever. See, that's what happens whenever you screw up. You'll have to go through all that to undo it and all that. It's not worth it. The less clicks you do, painting, the better, trust me. Alright. Simple as that. I'm not going to make this any longer. Thank you.